Mr. Speaker, thank you for this opportunity.
Senator Sifuna.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to assure my sister, Senator Gloria, that I do not receive any preferential treatment from Exchequer. That in fact the amount of money that is assigned for office operations is the same for all the members of this House. Mr. Speaker, if she's not getting money, I can assure her that I'm also not getting money. Today I want to speak as a taxpayer, Mr. Speaker. As members of Parliament, we know that we are some of the highest taxpayers in this country as employed people. If the statistics are right, that it's only 1% of Kenyans who earn money, salaries above 100,000 shillings. I've heard it said somewhere. Then, Mr. Speaker, we pay, on average, in taxes, per year alone, higher than 99% of the rest of the country. And, Mr. Speaker, whenever changes to our taxation is implemented, it is implemented immediately. We are already paying for the taxes that were imposed just a few months ago. Then the very least we expect is that we will be facilitated in our jobs. I want to make it clear to the country that senators are not asking for salary increases. You know, you will hear some people going and saying, oh, senators are crying for money. No. This is operations funds that have already been assigned and allocated to the Senate for purposes of facilitating the offices of the senators. And for some reason, the person responsible for disbursing money at Exchequer, at the point at which money has come in and deciding which department gets money and which one doesn't, or which one is not a priority, that person never prioritizes the Senate. In fact, members will remember that our system in here is due for an upgrade. In the budget for last year, we were given 200 billion shillings to upgrade this system that never works, including during important debates and divisions. But, Mr. Speaker, the Senate cannot implement this. We have been told it will be transferred to the next financial year because they are not giving us that money. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to join my colleagues in saying that somehow, because you see the reputation out there is that senators are a bit more reasonable people, that we were not going to do Maandamano like the one we saw yesterday at the National Assembly. But I want to invite you leaders here. Maandamano is not such a bad thing. Sometimes it is a lawyer saying that it's only the children who cry that actually get fed by their mothers. If you don't cry, your mother assumes that you are okay. Mr. Speaker, there is a very serious trend. Actually, for me also, and I want to share this experience with the House, as SG of ODM, we have seen systematic reduction in allocation to political parties, for instance. And not to delve into the matter, we have been so frustrated as leaders of political parties by the year-on-year reduction on the allocation to the political parties fund that we've been forced to go to court. Maybe even for us as a Senate, we need to now take this matter to the courts so that the country can know that, in fact, there is a problem here. I don't know how much success we will have there because I'm also aware that the judiciary is also crying about their resources that have been allocated in the budget not being released to them. But somehow, one arm of government is not complaining. And that is why when Senator Osotsi was saying the executive does not refer to a political party. It refers to an arm of government. Somehow, Mr. Speaker, the members of the executive are living large. Just today, I saw a cabinet secretary wearing 4 million shillings watch on his wrist. I was like, Mr. Speaker, how is it possible in this economy? So, Mr. Speaker, I want to say this, that if indeed the Exchequer is going to be fair in releasing monies to the three arms of government, we need transparency in that office, not in my office, Senator Gloria. The transparency needs to be in the office of a person who receives resources on behalf of all the arms of government and decides that this is a priority, this ministry is a priority, but the Senate is not a priority. So I will want to join my colleagues in saying, in fact, for me, you don't need to convince me, as you know me, Mr. Maandamano. I can bring a sufuria here if I'm allowed, Mr. Speaker, so that we can shine the light on this particular issue, so that the country knows that the Senate is being mistreated. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Chute.